Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cairo. We are today in the Egyptian capital city with our guide Fatima. So here we go, Fatima, you can start.
Okay, hello everybody. It's a pleasure to meet you back again. I'm just Fatima from Cairo, and welcome to the city never sleeps. And it's one of the heritage sites, which is very interesting to join you my experience because I raised up here, I educated here, married here, and everything in this big city, which it has more than 18 millions now. And I'm in the heart of Islamic Cairo, which is the historical part of Cairo. And I would like to share with you some of its handicrafts and also some of its life, like mother of pearl products and some others like a kind of copper, some other things like to show you also how kind of tourism it is giving stability, like sustainability, and also it's sharing with me this kind of experience in such beautiful city. And also it is returns back almost to about like a kind of 1,500 years ago. But I'm going to be here in this market, which is called the Khan el Khalili. Khan el Khalili itself, it's in a very old market here around the Middle East. It is returns back to almost like 18th century AD, and that's why it is still mixture of like human crafts and also so many monuments which we are going to see later on maybe. But today I try to focus with you on some of the crafts which still exist in our city. That's why it was really a great pleasure to give me such a chance to be with you today. If you have any questions, I'm ready anytime. And let's start just to show you like part of this beautiful area, which it is the fabrication of human with the fabrication of monuments. A lot of monuments there, which is sometimes like a kind of, we can say religious, like mosques, social houses, castles. We can say also some of the like fortification, because the city it was surrounded by an enclosure wall. Also, there is some of the donation buildings, such as fountains to provide people by running water. Also, some of the orphaned children, like schools, and also a donation for the community to keep kids who are orphaned from escaping from the school and so on. That's why really it's a very, very interesting heart of Cairo, the heart of Cairo. And also it is representing this Islamic and Arabic culture since medieval era, since about 1,000, let's say, 500 years ago, because the first capital of Muslims or the Arabs, when they came, it was established by the 7th century AD, and Cairo itself, it was established by the 10th century AD. So now it's more than 1,000 years of this beautiful and interesting city. So let's share together this experience in this area. It is like fabrication of the monuments, and also the shops and people still living on this type of activities around here. As example, here we can see like leather, which is very famous also in Egypt, which is made from sometimes lamb or cow, camel leather, and plus also some of the copper. You can see that here, how beautiful. You can make it lamps or lanterns or sometimes vases, a lot of art pieces, as you see, cut out pieces. And then our main target today, which is mother of pearl, which is another production. It was built or it was used by Arabs, and especially at home, because it wasn't allowed for Muslims or for Arabs or to use some animation. That's why they start to create a new technique to use some other local materials, such as wood, mother of pearl, glow, and so on, to make such art pieces. So we are going to share that now. But again, we can tell that in the Arabian era, most of the people, they start to do a lot of beautiful like artwork like this way. You can see that this is like a curtain to protect people at home from just be like popular for strangers or something like this, like a little art piece just to give some privacy behind it in the reception of your home, or sometimes also they made a lot of lattice wood art just to give a chance for ladies and families to feel their own privacy at home. This lattice work we are going to see now, Mr. Mohammed Sisi, he is one of the most popular craftsmen around the area here. He returns back his family to 17 grandfather and revived back again this craft since about 50 years ago by his father, his brothers, his uncles, and so on. And now we can tell what he's doing now. He's just trying to make for us part of these lattice wood pieces. So let's see what he's doing. محمد انت بتعمل ايه معلش؟ He's doing from this. See, sorry. It starts from like this way, like plain rectangular piece of wood. Okay. And then start to shape it as he wish. Of course, before it was manual machine, but now he's using electricity to make it much faster, little bit. He just wants to show before and after. Wow. You can start to be like as it should be. So it started like plain piece like this to be an art piece like this. He just tried to look for the piece to polish it because it is still a little bit rough as wooden piece. So he makes piece by piece, but after that, he's going to take it out. Wow, beautiful. Wow, look.
We will use it like this here.
Yes, we use it like a pillar for such an art piece. Like this. You can see that here. Okay, like a column.
Or in a frame like this.
Or in a frame like this, he said. Like this way. This is a technique which we use it to call it mashrabiyya. Mashrabiyya, it used to be like a lattice wood window to give a chance for ladies to look outside and nobody can see them inside the house as a kind of privacy and protection. And also they used to put some pottery jars of water behind this lattice windows through the breeze coming through these holes like ventilation. It gives also nice and cool water to drink. Look, wow, it's like puzzle. Again, may you make it again, please, Mohammed?
Okay.
Wow, you know, there is no any nails, there is no metal at all. It's totally wood to wood. Look, the holes to fix them.
Small piece.
Yeah.
Okay. One by one.
Wow. How long does it take a piece like this?
Maybe about 1 week.
1 week?
Yeah.
To make such a
like
small
this.
piece like this, to use it as a kind of decoration for a frame or part of your window. But for window, I think it will be much wider. So it needs, let's say, 3-4 weeks. Okay. So that's why this is what we call it lattice wood, lattice windows. Can you see how beautiful?
You can use it in a small box like this.
And then multi-use, so you can make it as a cover for a box like this way. Okay, if you would like to give it as a gift, so it can show
This
some
is the same art of it.
Same art, you see? Wow. How long you spend?
Fatima, we have a question. Sorry.
Yes.
Someone is asking in the comments if the customers of this person are more locals or more tourists.
Both, honestly, because locals love it because it's part of our heritage, especially Arabs and Egyptian who are living abroad or living in the city and they want to have an art piece at home. And most of the time also foreigners, because this is part of Khan el-Khalili, which is a tourist market.
بالنسبة للأجانب
Yes.
الأجانب الفنانين.
For foreigners, it is the artists, he said, who appreciate art pieces. So it needs somebody who has a sense of human touch and manual art. You know, he's standing in his small store. As you see, they have a factory, of course, and because his father, grandfather, grandfather, 17 grandfather have been working in these crafts. That's why his oldest brother, by the way, he write down in his ID that he is a carpenter because he's so proud that he is an artist carpenter. Doesn't matter to be a doctor, engineer, or whatever. He's still very talented with these crafts, which still exist after they return back this to life by their family, honestly, because it was disappeared for a while from Egypt. And after that, they brought it back. So that's why this art, it is still famous since almost like Mamluks era. Mamluks era, it's almost like 13th, 14th century AD. Okay, and now I would like also to share with you some other art pieces made of mother of pearl. It's not only lattice wood, but he's using wood to make such an art purse for ladies, just the bright sunny weather. Okay, can you see it? It's a purse. It's like a night dress or something. You can use it. It's a lady's bag. You see the finishing outside and inside. You see how beautiful the patterns. Wow. Just I would like to show you closer to it. You know what is mother of pearl? It's the shells coming, which is coming mainly from the Red Sea, from the oceans. And also it is another craft they do. May you show me the material, Muhammad, بعد إذنك? I asked him to show me part of this mother of pearl fine pieces. Okay, so you can see here. Can be used as an art piece to hang it on the wall, or a little table, a little chair. This is here the mother of pearl, which I mean.
We cut it pieces like this.
Mm-hmm. They cut it piece by piece. All by hand, he said.
So how long does it take to do a piece like the bag he just showed us?
تاخد وقت قد ايه to make a big like اللي انت وريتها لي؟
3 weeks.
3 weeks. All the stages, كل المراحل. Yes, all the stages by bringing the books and prepare it, then cutting the mother, and then make the pattern and the design and so on. Here also you can see some other pieces like connection.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it's better now. We cannot go too much inside the store.
Okay, like here as example, you can see like a mirror. Or you can use it as a frame for a family photo or like an important like event for yourself, for your life. Here you can see like a cupboard, little commode. You see how beautiful. Okay, here also like a little desk. Okay, then you can see some little tables. So that's why one piece at home, it's enough to be like an art piece at home. Some other beautiful like mirrors, you can see that. And sometimes they make mixture between wood and also, of course, like ebony wood or cedar wood and so on. Okay, this is furniture, so they can start from very fine art pieces to like big furniture piece, like a sofa, like cupboard, and so on. Okay.
تمام.
Okay. So, do you have any questions?
So no other questions, sorry, than the one I told you for now. But it's super interesting and super beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, you can see this art piece as example. It was used to put inside it like oil lamps or some lighting units in the medieval era or in our old Arabian houses before electricity. So that's why it's like to hang something, to put something next to the door or inside the reception and so on.
This is all of دول كده مقاساتهم واشكالهم كلها جوه هنا.
Okay, so he just tried to show you this is a different sizes and different designs too. So let's start from this right side. You can see that here. Some of them already used in some of the older hotels, like Mina House, like Winter Palace, and so on. Some others in the old palaces, such as Abdin Palace, Tahra Palace, Qubba Palace, which is still now they are royal palaces where we receive our guests from all over the world. So it's part of our character, part of our like identity, you know. So that's why here. So you can have whatever you would like the size, whatever you would like the design. If you have the pattern, if you have the design, if you know what you need, they can make it. No problem at all because it's customized, you know, by order. And never find one piece like the other. Like here. So you can see here. Fine. You can see this is like a frame for a photo. So they can start from very small piece, like this too, another art style.
This is another
Never find one identical like the other because they are all handmade. So you can see that here.
Something also.
Yes, he wants to show something.
You can use it like this.
You can use it like this.
All right.
Or put it upside down like this. It depends on the
All of it.
all of them, so they can fix it with any like the direction you would like, vertical, horizontal, and so on. Okay. Also, they can make it a table like this. You can make it also like a holder for the holy books or for a book you read, like the one in the mosques. Like this one here, Muhammad is coming with it. You can see that here. Sorry, معلش عشان الconnection بس. Look, this is if you love reading, your grandmom or your father, whatever, a friend, you can give him a piece like this so he can open the book and read it very comfortably way, and another art piece. You can see that here. You can see, and it's foldable, so you can, if you would like to buy to carry. Wow, again, you see. ممكن تركبه تاني معلش أنا آسفة. Thank you so much. Wow, you see, so that's why easy. If you buy, you can carry with you in your handbag or in your carry-on bag in your home as a gift from Egypt. Even when they design the tables, they are also customized. It depends on the space you have, so they can make several sizes and put one behind the other. تسلم إيدك أنا تعبتك. Wow.
To hide something inside it.
To keep the money. So you can see it's like a secret hidden place for them. Okay. So it's multi-use. So you can use as a part, like art piece, plus also it's a little table by the corner.
I have a question, Fatima.
Yes, please.
Yeah, is this craft common in Cairo, or are there not many people doing this?
Not many people do it, but they got like some people, they start to teach them to keep these crafts between them. That's why also they start to train some of people with disabilities who can do it by hand if they have a problem in their legs or whatever, because it needs just somebody who's concentrated and have a sense of art. But it's not common for all the community to know how to do this. It's something special for some families. That's why it's so precious for us to understand the value of it. And here is Mohammed also welcoming you with another thing, with a piece of a chess. You see?
Oh, wow.
This is comes parts, easy to carry it. 3 parts, the top and the middle, and
Yes, he wants to tell you, don't worry, because it's a tall piece, almost like 60 centimeter its height, so you can take it apart. Look. And it's rotating.
yeah.
So you can change also the results if you would like. Okay, so you can see made of camel bones.
Yeah.
Okay, this is camel bones, not ivory anymore. And this is another wood. And then you can see it consists of 3 pieces, like the bottom, the column, and then the tray itself at the top.
Here.
So you can make it apart. So if you would like, you can wrap it very easy, and they make it like a little bag, so people can carry and take it home.
So how long does it take to do a full chess game like this?
بتاخد وقت قد ايه تعمل التشيس بورد دي بعد اذنك يا محمد؟
5 weeks.
About 5 weeks, he said.
Okay.
He just tried to show you another piece here, which is the same idea like the chessboard. Look, it's the rotation table. Look, he just tried to take it apart, just to show you how easy to carry back home if you would like a piece of it. Look. Yeah, wow. 2 separate pieces, the tray, the column. Even the column itself, it's easy. Light piece, it's light.
No.
It's okay. Yes, it's very light. It's not so heavy, by the way. It's hollow inside, so you don't worry about heavy weight, because I know now air flights are controlling the weight, so it's not heavy at all.
When did Mohammed start working wood pieces?
To learn, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
لازم يكون صغير في السن علشان يبتدي يحصل بسرعة، وهياخد مش أقل من 10 سنين علشان يبقى من صبي لصنايعي.
Okay, he said that he must start very early when he's young, so he can absorb much easier, and he will spend almost like 10 years. Then he will be moved from one category as a student to be like almost professional, and he will keep by practicing and making more and more, improving, of course, his skills and his designs, because some of the designs very complicated, honestly, and some others okay, regular, and it's easy to be made. This is here as example. You can see this is part of the European calligraphy on the background of mother of pearl, because for Muslims it wasn't allowed that much to use animation like Jewish, so that's why most of the time they use geometrical designs, floral motifs, Arabic calligraphy, and that's why we have variety of this type of Arabic calligraphy now, like Kufik, Naskh, Toulouse, and so on. What is this?
دي دلة. دي برضو من استعمالات الشيل ان انا احط الدلة عليها.
This is like a kind of a set. It's like a holder for the dalla, which is more popular around the Middle Eastern countries, European countries, to fill it by coffee and welcome guests at home. To be ready all the time and be full all the time. So welcome anytime to our homes. Yeah. Okay. So this is mainly about this type of crafts. Sometimes also it's still the jewelry books of ladies, which is that what most of Egyptian, most of Arabs, most of foreigners and tourists love to have one of it, just to keep inside it the precious like jewelry. Look how beautiful. ممكن اغطيه؟ لا اغطيه لانه اللايتنج عامل reflection. You see, and then you can keep inside it whatever jewelry, money, cigarettes, chocolate in your desk to welcome anybody at your home or at your office.
Also, we need something like this.
And of course, for tissues from Corona, just the hygiene. You see. Oops. Yeah, it's nice, like art piece, and then you can see the tissue. You can just pull it out and change just the old tissues by a new one from the bottom like this. Shukran. Thank you. So you can see how useful, and you can use it for a lot of things, from like a little frame, mirrors, boxes. You see how
Mirror or
additions. Yes, you can see. There's the lighting. You see. Yeah. That's it. So you can see it's not easy work, but we try to keep it survive with such families and training a lot of people to make it. Do you have
Fatima,
any
I have a
questions?
small question. Sorry.
Yes.
Someone just joined and asked if you are in Khalil Khalili. Excuse my
Yes.
pronunciation.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay, thank
But
you.
you know, his store inside part of the alleys of Kanil Khalili. If you would like later, I can give you the address so you can reach him much easier.
Okay, that's perfect. Yes, we'll do this and we'll put the address in the live event.
For sure. Yes, with pleasure.
Thank you.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Okay, now I can show you. This is the address. Can you see?
have the mail, have everything in phones.
Yeah, you can see his mail, you can see his phone call. Whatever, if you would like also to make an email by an order or something like this. And I would like to tell you also something about this family, because they are responsible about making a lot of palaces around the Middle East, like the Moroccan one.
ممكن تكتب اسمي علي حمام. علي حمام.
You can search by
YouTube and
internet. You can search on Google Ali Hamama. Ali Hamama, he is the brother, the oldest brother. Okay, so you can see that here. And of course, our friend today who welcomed us is Shirkit Shiyam. It's written in Arabic, but it's easy to reach because they are very, very famous family around the area here. That's why their position is very good, because it's in quiet area, not in the busy market outside, and also they understand the value of their work, so that's why they know their customers will come directly to them. Here are some other shops around them, which they could learn from their experience. Hello. That's it. So if you have any more questions.
So are there, like, what kind of other crafts are there just around here?
There is a lot of things. There is you can find jewelry, you can find copper, you can see like this, you can see like here as example the leather, you can see that here. This is like little seats, you can see that here. Bags, boxes, you can see some of the bags made of copra and made of crocodile. and also jackets, backpacks. There is a lot of things, honestly. They are inviting us to come in, بس المشكلة الconnection. So you can see this is a drum, by the way. ممكن توريني معلش الدف الدف ده. Okay. You can see also how beautiful this. And here the bags again. Jackets. Okay. Different wallets. Is that interesting? You see the colors? Whatever the color you would like searching for, you can find here. Okay. That's it. Here you can see also part of the area where the Khan Khalili market. Statues you can find, some other shops. There is a lot of things, honestly, but it needs to be clever to choose whatever you would like and to look for the real art pieces, not like imitation, because unfortunately they made a lot of replicas of like mother of pearl to be plastic or copper to be just metal, not copper. Leather also, we have also to check if it is real or not, synthetic, like this way. So it has a lot of art pieces around us and they still exist. Okay.
Okay. Yes, so people are asking for the exact address, but you'll send it to me right after the live, right, Fatima?
For sure, dear, for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, this is the heart of Islamic Cairo, by the way, which it was established since, like, let's say 969 AD. So this is the core of Cairo, because now Cairo, it is the whole capital, but before it was what we can say.
Yes,
it's
perfect.
fine. Can you see me now? Anyway, what I would like to tell you that I am in the heart of Islamic Cairo, and Islamic Cairo, it is the place where we can say that it was established 696 AD, and it was the beginning of it to build the mosque, which is the Mosque of Al-Azhar, and that's why it was the first also university, we can say, around the world, because Al-Azhar Mosque, which it was used as a university since that date, it was has all the categories and hierarchy of the professor, teacher, assistants, and so on. And it was the main center for all Islamic religion topics. And now it became a university which is teaching medicine, engineering, like architect, and so on. So it became very popular university all over the world too, and it was established more than 1,000 years ago. But when they start to establish Cairo itself, they surrounded it by a kind of an enclosure wall. Before they put the wall, they just put the outline by ropes, and they hang some rings on the rope, or or some of the bells on the rope, just to ring once they the designer or the engineer give the order to start building. That's why some of the birds came and stand on the ropes, and then the bells start to ring before the order of the engineer. But workers, they didn't see the engineer, but they could hear the bells ringing, and that's why they started by luck to put the infrastructure of the city and the enclosure wall around it. At that time, it was a zodiac on the horizon called El Qahir, or the victorious zodiac. That's why they called the city after that, after they built it or built the enclosure wall by El Qahira, or the victorious city. This is the beginning of Cairo. Then after that, of course, Cairo now it consists of 3 cities, which is Cairo itself, to the east bank of the Nile, Giza to the west bank, and then, of course, Qalyubiyya, which is the north of Cairo, the beginning of the delta. Of course, the city extended everywhere. Before, when they built the city, it was just a royal city. It wasn't just for the royal kings and the caliphs came from Morocco. They have been called by the Fatimid people. After that, Saladin came and established the Ayyubid period and then opened the city for everyone. That's why the reason it became Cairo, very busy city, and that's why we call it the city famous by southern minarets, which is southern mosques, and the city never sleeps. Okay. This is mainly about Cairo itself, where we are. This is the heart of Khan el Khalili, which it is a market. It was established since 18th century AD, very active fabrication of people with the crafts, with the social life, with the religious building, with the factories, workshops, is still very live city. That's why it was a challenge by UNESCO when they tried to make a kind of restoration and renovation of some of the places, just to take these people out of it. That's why they start to be part of it, and they start to be part of responsibility, just to protect their own properties and their own workshops and even their own crafts. That's mainly the heart of Islamic Cairo, and it's considered the biggest Islamic open air museum for Islamic and Arabian arts. This part, which is Shara al Muaz, or the street of al Muaz, and of course Khan al Khalili and the area around. So I considered it part of the treasures and the hidden treasures of Cairo.
Yes, so Fatima, actually, when doing some research for the live, I saw that Cairo was classified at the UNESCO Cultural City, something like this.
Yes, since 1979.
Okay, so does it mean
under
the
protection
city...
of UNESCO heritage sites?
Okay, so does it mean that the city encourages local art craft and this kind of thing?
Yes, it's part of it. It's the fabrication of people and the monuments itself. So the monuments consisted of a lot of things: social, religious, public service. We can say also generous donation for the community. So it's a very rich area, which it has so many like monuments that still exist. Some of them is still used. Some others, of course, they became just as a kind of like monuments for us to protect, but still a lot of workshops inside the monument itself. That's why people couldn't push them out, and they start to train them how to look after this beautiful and historical city. And now they extended the word of historical Cairo to contain also all the Cairo, the first Islamic capital by Al Fustat, which is nearby the old churches where Virgin Mary visited. Part of also downtown, which is, we call it Khedivi Cairo, which is returns back to family of Muhammad Ali since about 150 years, just to keep covering as much as they can and protect as much as they can from these heritage sites.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, any more questions?
No more questions so far, just people saying hello and thanking you a lot also. But no more questions so far.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our tour today. It's a little bit concentrated in one of the, like we can say, one of the crafts, but we still have a lot of others, which is coming soon to show you about blowing the glass, about like what we can say, also making copper, making jewelry, because Egyptian very, very creative, and that's why they start to also to modernize some of the art pieces, because some people, they don't like so much the classical way of arts, but they like to be more modern with some other kind of mixture between old and new, but by the same materials.
Okay, thank you so much, Fatima. It was really interesting. Maybe you can also thank Mohammed for us, because it was super interesting that he showed us all of his shop. So that was really nice.
Thank you so much, and we wish to meet soon again. And if you have any questions, you still have our connection, our website, FlowQ, partners and groups. And please keep following all the other tours coming from all over the world. And now we can say goodbye. And just a minute, just to try to tell you.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Mohammed. Goodbye.
You welcome. You welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Fatima. We'll keep in touch, and as you said, we'll keep following the other tours and maybe for another tour together one day. So have a very good afternoon, and thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for attendees, and thank you for everybody who was watching and following us today. Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Happy
Bye bye.
Bye. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to everyone.